everybody, this is Shayna from Kaiyuni Kreations. Welcome back to another video. We're steadily heading into Valentine's, and I just wanted to do a quick project, covered notebooks, the little mini notebooks, these to be exact, for you today. For those who are new to my channel, welcome, and I'm glad to have you. And for those who've been with me all along, thank you for staying. Okay, so we're going to dive into covering these notebooks. It's really simple, quick, and easy to do. And I know you can get some of these here at actually the Dollar Tree for $1.25. But I just had some of these left over. I do have some of the Dollar Tree ones that I've used already. But this is what I've had on hand. And I think these are about the same price too. So they're not very expensive. And you get 3 in a pack that you can use. So we're just gonna fancy these up a little bit. I'm gonna stay in the Valentine's theme. So I've used 3 sets of papers. So the first one is Smitten by Catherine Pooler. So these 2 came from that. And then of course we've got the Paper Studio, a little more vintage, shabby chic looking. So I've grabbed these 2 from there. And then we've got Pink Paisley, Moonstruck, and these 3 came from there. So let's get started. Like I said, this is a quick maybe 5-10 minute project. So I picked these 2 because the hearts go with the dark stripe in there. You have the white, so we're gonna kind of make it work. But what I like to do is I'm gonna keep the black border. I'm actually going to go ahead and glue this down and then cut around it so we get a more precise fit. And it's always good to use your double-sided tape in this case. And it's easier to just put it onto the cover so that you get a precise match up here. So we're going to go ahead, we have that. Get my scissors out. Go ahead and cut that off. And I like to do the corners so that those stay down. And then we're going to round it and trim everything off later on. Okay, so we prep this. And I just put one across diagonally. And I'm going to flip it over to do the back. I hope everyone is doing well as we get into 2024. I think this year is going to pass quickly. And if there's anything you'd like me to do a tutorial on, just drop a comment down below to let me know. So we've got our double-sided tape on here on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the first one back. I use my X-Acto knife because it can get under there. Oh, come on. Okay. This piece of paper in there. There we go. So this lifts it up real easy. So I'm going to do the front in the hearts, and I'm going to use a little bit of my glue. This is very good glue, reptile glue. I am not a sponsors yet, but it works really well. And this is directional paper, so just be careful with that. I'm actually going to put some along the tape here, just in case. And you get this down here, line it up right there to the edge. And it's okay if it overlaps. Remember, we're going to trim around it. So that way we make sure it fits exactly where we want it to fit. Let me get my spatula out. just to smooth that glue out under there. You remove the excess. And I think we are good. So now I can go ahead and cut this away so it fits exactly how we want it to fit. And I just found this to be easier, so you don't have to be guessing how much to cut it before you glue it on. Just glue it on there and cut around it, and you will get the right measurement every time. And there we have it. Voila. All right, let's get the back. And you can actually do a second one with this. I didn't even realize that. But I don't want to do them in the same color. Now let's shake it up a little bit. Let's be adventurous. It'll blend somehow. So we go ahead and we lift this off. Put a little bit of glue on here in between. A few dots along the border. And then we put this one on. So you can decide if you want to go this way or that way. And I think I'm going to go this way. And again, this is directional, so be careful. I don't know if it matters with the back here, but we're going to get that on, line it up to the backbone where it covers. There's no gap between the black and the color, the original color. Hold it down, press it down, use your spatula, smooth out that glue, and get it on there good. And then you flip this open and just trim it away. This is nice, sturdy cardstock. Let's get those in there correctly. Around the corner. Why this one is giving this back cover here? All right. And that is it. Now you can leave this like this, or you can further embellish it. But I want to go ahead and do the other two. I mean, if you want to do this for resale, it's probably good to sell them 3, you know, in a pack together. And you'll get a good group price for that. And this is where you see the black tape doesn't line up over here. And I did not realize that. Anywho, it's all good. But that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and prep these offline. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and roll. I'm going to go ahead and prep these, and then we'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. I have prepped these offline just to save us some time. I did want to go through the process with you again of actually securing the paper on there. You know, it can be as hard or as easy as you make it. So I quickly flip off the double side tape here on each cover. So we're going to go ahead and just get this on. And again, I cut the paper after. So let's go ahead and do the second set. I'm actually going to put this for the front. I think that's gorgeous. Just a little bit of glue here to reinforce the double-sided tape. I want most of the flowers on here, so let's do it this way. Line it up right there so you don't have any of that blue peeking through below there. And this is all excess glue that you can wipe off. You got some double-sided tape you can tidy up here. And that is going to be gone. All right. And again, just open up the book and just quickly cut around. I know some people use the corner rounders when they cut it off first. I think you have a hard time trying to measure it up afterwards to make sure you've cut the right size to glue on. But this way you'll get the right size every time. So let's quickly do the back, and then we can accessorize later. Ooh, Come on. It's fighting me. There we go. All right, and a little bit of glue. And again, this is also directional of sorts. So you want it this way. This paper is definitely directional, so you want to make sure you have it in the right direction. And we cover it all the way up to the edge there. Make sure none of that blue is showing. Hold it down, press it in place. And of course, use your spatula to get all that glue, smooth it out onto there. And then we trim around. You have some excess glue peeping out here, no matter. And let's just go ahead and trim it off. And that's quick and easy. And if you're covering larger notebooks, and I do have some videos down there below in my channel where I covered larger composition notebooks, and I use probably the exact same method. It's just easier that way. Every time you will get the right thing. And then the last set, as soon as I can find what I did with it, there we go. We're going to use those cut aparts later. Let me clear some of this up. The clutter accumulates so quickly. All right. So we've got the last book here. And I guess we're going to use the same one on both sides for this. And again, this is not your traditional red Valentine's cover, but it is romantic. The shabby chic paper, the roses, the flowers, and of course the hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. And again. And this one, the black goes well with the spine. Use our spatula to smooth it out. And then of course we open it up, trim it away. I don't know about where you are, but it is cold here in Georgia. See, perfect every time. We're actually going to use, since we're using the same one, I'm going to actually use the same paper on this side because we've got more than enough. So I didn't even really need to pull the other one out. Okay, we can get some glue in here, just a little dab along the spine to hold it down, and the ends. We're going to go ahead and just get this in here. I don't think it matters which direction you put this one in either. Hold it down, and then you use your spatula to get the rest in. When that is good and down, see the extra glue came out there? That's why you have to smooth it out with your spatula. Open up this bad boy. Oh, we glue some pages down. Look at that. Come on. We open that up and we trim it away. And there we have it. Just like that. And we did it in what, 10 minutes, covered the 3 books. Now if you so desire, you could leave them here. I mean, they're beautiful enough. They certainly look a lot better than they did when we first started. But I found some cut aparts, you know, in one of these books here, so I'm going to, you know, do something like this. Will go good on this one here. So let me start cutting them apart. And it's interesting how the cut aparts are so tiny too. But I want to keep it simple, so we're not doing too much. So these two I'm going to use here. And I'm probably going to mount them before we put them on. So I was thinking this one would actually go there with something else. I like this one for here. I don't know what we're gonna do with this one. Dream big, maybe. Love. Oh, so predictable. And you know what I also have? I think we got some other stuff here. We've still got some of these hearts left over. We have some of these flowers. And I may have some die cuts. Let's see how some of these bad boys do. Let's see what works here. So I've got, some of these might be too big. We have to cut them down. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, these may be too big after all. Okay, false alarm. I don't want to necessarily cut these because I could use them in other projects. These are actually the same flowers. Interesting. Okay, so these are not going to work this time. So we're going to have to invent as we go. Okay. Let's see what we have over here. Are these big too? These look a little smaller. But do they have the colors? She got a butterfly. Blue. That might work for that, actually. Oh, no. Still no luck. Okay. We'll keep moving. So maybe we'll just put these two on here and just do something with them. Just mount them. Oh, I don't need two. I'm going to actually use this one for here. So let's just go ahead and stick this down. I'm wondering if maybe one of these little hearts will work. One of these little hearts here. Yep, heart, let's do that. We're going to keep it simple, remember? We can go ahead and just have this here. The flowers go with the color of the heart we have there. And just because we have this one here, I'm going to actually just glue that on there. And you know we're not done. You know you need some kind of bling or something. I wonder if I could find it. Where are my gemstones? I just had. We'll come across them in a second. Or not. There we go. Let's see if we can stick one of these on there. Yeah, I think this is gonna bring this brings it up a little. I lost that one. Yep, let's do that. All right, so I think this is enough for this one here. Hopefully we didn't overdo it. So I'm going to put that one aside for now. I'm actually going to use this one here, and I'm going to find paper at the back to mount it. And then we can I didn't think this was going to be this hard. This might work. Let me get my paper, my corner rounder. I didn't want to put like plain paper in the back there, so let's try this. See how it does. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So let me glue this down so we'll know exactly how much to cut. As you would know, I don't do much measuring, at least not the traditional way with a ruler, though I probably should. So I try to eyeball, make sure we got it straight. And then hopefully we can cut this straight. And again, it's a good way to use your scraps up too. think we actually did okay with that. And I'm going to go ahead and round this. So we put this on here, and then we can also embellish that with a little heart as well, or a flower actually. I'm going to use these pink flowers here. So we're still in the Valentine's color scheme, pink or reds, as it were. I think we're going to do that one. Yep. So that actually came together. So let's go ahead and glue this down. We're going to get that spatula out and smooth all of this out. Make sure we got the right side of the book. There we go. So I think it worked out after all. Oh, don't move, don't move, don't you move. Or let me hold this for a second. And again, smooth that glue out, get it on there good. I'm actually going to use the glue gun to get this little flower down. And these flowers are from Paper Studio. I probably got them in Hobby Lobby. They were just $1.24 when I bought them on sale. So I usually like to get these when they're on sale and just have them so that I can use them, you know, when I'm ready. I don't think this will get in the way of writing and using this book. It's a little flower. Voila. So we've got the second one down. And let's see what we're going to do with this bad boy. I don't know if I need to put a mat on, if I need to mount this. This may work. No, we need something darker. Okay, let me get all these papers out of the way so I can see what I have. What I have. So maybe one of these here. This might actually work if I've got enough of it, which I probably do not. Oh, that's too bad. I can trim it down some more. I kind of like that one. So this is us trying to make it fit. I mean, it's a pretty simple heart in the middle there, nothing fancy. I'm just trying to find something to mount it on. And I kind of like this background. Maybe not. I know what will work. This is kind of cool. I like this here. So let's go ahead and round this. Do a little bit of tie-dye effect. Alright guys. So we've got this. I'm actually going to use a little bit of my Distress ink just to bring the edges out a little bit. There we go. So we're going to glue this down and then cut it out. And then make sure we get it here as straight as possible. There we go. I'm just going to hold that for a second. Hold it down, so it should be down by now. And then we're going to trim around it. And this again, using your scraps up. So don't necessarily just discard your scraps. You never know when you can use them. I probably should use a trimmer for this. I think we've done okay. So let me go ahead and round the corners. Now I'm looking for something else to plop on next to this to bring it out a little bit. Maybe like some text or something. If I can find any. Don't mind me, I'm just looking. I don't have any text that I can cut out, but in the meantime, we can get this down here. I have something different. Let's see how this looks. me get it open. Here we go. Let us see. I think that is it. Nice and simple. Just use a hot glue. We'll just put it there. There you go. That's plenty of bling. Okay, so we have got that. And I think we're doing okay. Let me just push this aside so you can see clearly everything we've got here. We've got to pack these up. And that was a nice quick video on how to, you know, cover notebooks, mini notebooks. And today we did it in the Valentine's theme. And like I said, I've done these on the larger composition notebooks. If you want to go back into my videos to see them, I'll probably put the link in here as well. But I thought these turned out wonderful. So we got some interest on this one here. These are the hearts. And of course, got our good, lovely vibes. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please hit like. And don't forget to subscribe if you're a new viewer. These things help to keep my channel growing. And thank you for staying here this long and seeing the entire tutorial through. And again, my name is Shayna. And, you know, you can also catch me on my other platforms. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram, KaiyuniCreations.com, Facebook, as well as my shop in Etsy. And I may just list these in here for anyone who is just interested in purchasing. You don't want to go through the whole bookmaking process. That is okay too. But until next time, guys, thank you for being here. And I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.